Good morning. Happy Top Thrill 2 opening day, except I'm nowhere near Cedar Point. I'm actually going to a completely different Cedar Fair park today. Apparently, I just got my days like all mixed up. So today, I'll be heading back to Carowinds for the first time in over a year, so I'm pretty excited about that. There's no new rides there or anything, but I am really excited to get back on Fury and Copperhead and well, mostly those two, but they just have a great ride selection there, and I'm very excited. I'm here today with my friend Frank,
hey.
Who's pseudo coaster enthusiast. He knows his stuff. You've never been to Carowinds before, so you'll be trying out all these rides for the first time. It's exciting. It's about a 4-hour drive for us, and we're about to leave, so we'll probably get to the park around noon or a little bit before. It is looking like it's gonna be like a 40% chance of rain for some of the day, so hopefully that'll scare a lot of the crowds off while still letting us get plenty of rides and not get too wet. But I assume we'll find out. We're also staying the night there, so should be able to get some night rides, which I haven't done, in a very long time. So I'm pretty excited for that. Fury at night is awesome from the one time I experienced it, which was in the winter, so it'll be awesome when it's hopefully a little warmer. And yeah, we're gonna leave, so we're not too much later. However, before we get all the way to Charlotte, it's breakfast run time. I promise we'll get to Carowinds at some point before they close. It will happen, but I need food. I always feel incredibly weird getting off of this exit in Sevierville and not going to Dollywood, even though it happens decently frequently, but here we are. This is my first time getting breakfast at a Buc-ee's, actually. Every other time I've been here, it's been like on the lunch and dinner menu. Get some cool, they're pretty good. I got a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. What did you get?
I got a taco.
Breakfast taco?
Yeah.
10 out of 10. What's in it?
There's supposed to be brisket, but I don't see any brisket.
That would be so disappointing if there was no brisket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, we're good. It's pretty good. It could use a little more bacon and a little less egg, as much as I love some egg. But it's pretty good. All right, we just arrived at Carowinds. This is kind of different because Dollywood is usually so good about staffing their parking turnstiles, and here we have only 2 lanes open. So we're gonna be here for a hot second. And as you can see, it is actually like raining like a lot. So that's not great. But we did see Fury and Thunder Striker, or Intrimidator, whatever you want to call it. They were cycling, so hopefully rides will be open. But it's gonna be painful in the rain, so I don't know, man. All right, it is raining, but it's like the textbook definition of it could be worse. It really could be. But hey, look, it's Fury 325. Oh, that's new this year. I didn't know they got electric vehicle chargers.
They
have
like,
yeah.
They can charge 8 of them.
Oh, wow. And they did not have those last year, so that's cool. Okay, there are like a lot of them, actually. There's like a couple there. There's a couple there. There's a couple way over there. There's more over there. Yeah, they got a lot. They got a lot. So if you want to charge your car, apparently you can. But we haven't seen Fury run in a hot second, so that's probably not a good sign. So surprise, surprise, you can't really tell from here, but Intrimidator is actually running all 3 trains, even though it's raining and freaking nobody is here. Which is funny, because I've never seen Intimidator run 3 trains all the times I've been here. And the one day that it's raining and dead is when they're like, all right, now's the time. But I guess because of the crowd levels, they're still dispatching very slowly, so it looks like you should get to sit on the brake run in the rain for a while. Still haven't seen Fury go, so I don't know what's up with that. But we'll head on in, use the restroom at least, and we think the rain's gonna go away in just a second. Fingers crossed, hopefully. All right, we're through security. Good news, they got the new Evolve systems that a lot of parks have been getting finally. Cedar Fair's a really late adopter on those. They're much easier. You just walk straight through, and that's that. No metal detector stuff. So yeah, we'll head on in here. Oh, thank heavens, but is anybody actually on it? I think it's empty. Oops. At least they're testing though. Hopefully they'll reopen soon. Yeah, nobody's on that. It's not a great sign. Whatever, I guess. Hopefully we can get on it before the end of the day. Oh, that's going slower over that than it usually does. So right behind this beer stand, you can barely see the entrance to their old River Rapids ride that's no longer operational. So that's one of the plots of land that Carowinds' next attraction might be going in. If you want more information on what that might be, check out my video I made recently. What the heck? They're running 3 trains. I have actually never seen them run 3 trains before. Every time I've come, it's 2. And now, of course, the dead day they do. I think it's because it wasn't really supposed to rain today. This storm just kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, it was like a 30% chance, but like it wasn't supposed to be this bad. Like coming up here, we were like through like heavy thunderstorm, couldn't even see on the interstate. So I think that was a big part of it. So I think they probably prepared for a lot more crowds than they're actually going to get today, which is fine. All right, so this is kind of a janky locker tent. I like Copperhead's is much better, but all right, locker time. All right, it looks like it's $2 per hour with a 2-hour minimum on there, so that's fine. We'll just do a 2-hour for now. We probably won't use the whole thing because there's not really a line, but that's fine. Oh look, so there's a brand new sign, wait time sign this year. So that actually looks pretty nice. I like that. All right, just finished the first ride on Fury. We're about to go ahead. What'd you think of that?
It was fun. It was fast and smoother than I thought it was going to be.
Nice. That first drop's incredible. That can go crazy right now. Granted, it's only a 5-minute wait, but they're just stacking every cycle. I mean, hopefully it'll get better later in the day when it's more crowded. I don't know. All right, we got a second ride on Fury, but the crowds are really picking up now. We switched seats. At first, you were on the outside and I was on inside, but we swapped. And we can both definitely say that inside seat's a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Inside seat's like butter smooth. I didn't feel a single bump. Outside, I mean, it was still one of the smoothest coasters ever, but it was noticeably different than the inside, whatever. But anyways, we're going to ride Copperhead now because Fury and Copperhead are the only two rides in the entire park that require lockers in order to ride. And we still have like an hour and a half left on our Fury locker rental. So we figure we'll go over to Copperhead and do it while our stuff's still in that locker. I do have zipper pockets for my phone, so that's no issue, but you can't have backpacks, water bottles, anything like that. All right, we made it to Copperhead Strike, even though it's on the complete other side of the park because this park is tiny. But they do a good job with how small it is with landscaping and everything. This is said by many to be Cedar Fair's best themed ride. I actually prefer the theming on Mystic Timbers a little bit better, but we'll see what Frank thinks. So excited, low-key. This might be one of the most underrated roller coasters I've ever ridden. Like, nobody talks about it, but I thought it was really good. Hopefully it's not too rattly because mock rides can get a little rattly sometimes. It is weird, the entrance is tucked all the way back here. And if you see, that's the wait time board up there. So you gotta walk all the way back here just to see the wait time. It's a very strange setup, but whatever. No trespassing, folks, here at Copperhead Strike. You have no idea how disappointed I was the first time I sat on this chair and I found out it was hard. So sad. But it's all right. We got some nice theming. Honestly, this ride's theming, I would be a lot more impressed by it if it wasn't like under a giant water park structure. That kind of takes me out of it a little bit.
They should have enclosed it.
Yeah, this kind of takes me out of the vibe. But I mean, it's good. Calico Charcoal, there's a Knott's Berry Farm reference. That's one thing I will say about Cedar Fair is they do a good job referencing their other parks, which I just think is really cool. And holy shit, Copperhead has 3 trains today. What? Yeah, no, it's a decent theming job. This is honestly, if Cedar Fair would do like this on most of their new attractions, I would be happy. Yeah. Like, I'm not expecting a Disney or Universal level from them, but like better than Six Flags, please. As much as I like the theming, I will say this queue is excessive. You have Cattle Pen 1, Cattle Pen 2, and now we're walking through Cattle Pen 3. they don't have like chains where they can adjust it where you pass right through. You gotta walk through all the switchbacks. It's just kind of a pain in the butt.
Welcome to Copperhead Strike. Riders must be 52 inches tall to ride. In line and must be led with a non-rider for your safety and the safety of other riders. Cell phones must be stored. Those are not permitted in line and must be left with a non-rider or in a locker. For your safety and the safety of other riders, hats, glasses, and cell phones must be stored in a pocket. Hands must be free to grab onto the lap bar while riding. Carowinds is not responsible for items not permitted in line and must be left with a non-rider or in a locker. For your safety and the safety of other riders, hats, glasses, and cell phones must be stored in a pocket. Hands must be free to grab onto the lap bar while riding. Carowinds is not responsible for items while riding.
All right, we just rode Copperhead. Frank, expectations exceeded?
I think so.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's really good. Again, I think it's one of the most underrated coasters I've ridden.
It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it starts to lose a little steam at the end, but I don't remember that happening before, so maybe it's just not fully warmed up yet. It is a little bit rattly, like slightly, but I feel like that's part of the fun. Call me crazy, but I don't think it'd be the same without it. Okay, now they're stacking all three trains. They were actually doing really good for a little while there. That's sad, but we're gonna go again because it still has a pretty short wait, and we still have an hour before our locker over at Fury expires, so I might as well. But yeah, those are the Copperhead lockers. They're just under like a little shed there, but I just feel like that fits the Copperhead theme pretty well. Fury's locker tent's ugly as heck. There she goes. Cars are picking up fast. So here's where the Chick-fil-A used to be. It was closed. It was they were rebranding it last year, repurposing it. Now it's Leonardo's Italian food. I think Cedar Fair terminated their Chick-fil-A license because from what I've seen, all the Cedar Fair parks dumped their Chick-fil-A's. So here's the new wait time board for Afterburn. But as you can see, it's blank. Copperhead's wasn't working either. Fury's is the only one that's working. So I'm happy they got those because before Cedar Fair's, wait time boards were just, well, they didn't exist. So that was a bummer.
Clocks.
Yeah, they have like the little like clocks with an arrow. I don't know, it was bad. So I like these, I just wish they would work, Walk on for Afterburn. can't hear it now because operations are slow as garbage and it just hit the brake run. But this thing, it doesn't have the sand-filled track, so it has that classic B&M roar that like you just don't hear very much anymore. I like that a lot. You're a big classic B&M invert fan, so what'd you think of that?
It is just slightly worse than Montu, so it's really good.
Yeah, you said you really liked the bottom out of the Batwing and everything. Batwings are just a crazy element I wish we'd see on more rides. They're just so much fun, especially when they're executed right, like that one is. I will say I enjoy Afterburn a lot more and appreciate it a lot more than I used to. First few times I rode it, I wasn't as into positive forces. I really just liked airtime. But now I appreciate positive forces and I really like rides like that. It's just very powerful. It's not trying to be an airtime focused ride, obviously. There's one kind of airtime hill halfway through that's just awkward, kind of kills the pacing a little bit. But other than that, I feel like it's like a perfectly length ride. Like it knows exactly what it needs to be and when it needs to stop and just power all the way through. Good stuff. They don't make them like they used to. So yeah, we're coming through Camp Snoopy on our way back to Fury to grab our stuff, and then we'll do the rides that have bins on the platform. We just did Afterburn real quick because it was there and had no line and we had time. But yeah, no, Planet Snoopy, low key, actually high key, like the nicest kids area I've ever been in a theme park. It is so nice for no reason. It doesn't have to be, but I love it. Good news is this year Kings Island is retheming their Planet Snoopy to a Camp Snoopy. So I really hope it'll be as nice as this is. Based on the images I've seen online, the construction photos and videos, it looks pretty similar to this. It just doesn't have as many trees. So we'll see how it is. I'm hoping to go to Kings Island. We're hoping to go to Kings Island later this year, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. Yes, he's like, it's happening. Okay, I need to give them credit. We just came out of the restroom after getting our stuff, and I watched that train hit the brake grind as the other one was like starting to crest the lift hill. Like it slowed down and almost came to a stop at the top. That's how close it was. So they fixed that problem. So that's good, I guess. Still, that being said, we were both saying as nerdy engineers, there's a lot of like questionable operational decisions being made here, but just hire us and we'll fix all your problems. We're passing the Wild Mouse. There's just a random car down there. That's kind of funny. Oh, there's two of them. There's two of them. It looks like theming for a haunt event. That being said, the Wild Mouse is one of a couple rides here today that we've seen that appear to be closed for the day, including Vortex, which is very sad because that means you don't get your terrible stand-up coaster experience. Are you disappointed?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Totally.
Yeah, he wanted that tortured device. All right, we're about to head into Harmony Hall because I've heard many times that this is like the best place to eat at Carowinds, and I've never actually been here. And I'm getting pretty hungry, so let's see what options they got. Oh, okay, so it looks like there's like several different stations of different types of food you can get that you pay when you leave, so it's actually like a food hall deal. This is really cool. I like this a lot. You know, this is awesome. I feel like every park should have something like this. That's one of the biggest complaints about Dollywood, since that's my home park. I get to complain about it, is they have like almost no indoor seating at all. Which is, it's just really nice to have somewhere air conditioned or heated during the winter or summer to warm up or cool off and, you know, take shelter if there's storms or something. I don't know. It's just nice. I like it. I don't know what the stage is. I don't know if they do stuff on here occasionally. Who knows? Probably. Anyways, I got the brisket platter. It is kind of crazy, the pricing on these. That do be Cedar Fair, though. What'd you get?
It's pork something.
Sounds good. No joke, this is like the most solid theme park food I've had in a long time. I think this beats most of the stuff I've had at Dollywood recently. But like, yeah. All right, we're about to ride Thunder Striker, which is Intimidator rethemed because they lost the Dale Earnhardt NASCAR license. You can still see it kind of faded on the little pit thing that we're entering. It's a janky. Why is that on the TV? Whatever. It's a janky as heck. Yeah, it's a walk-on with 3 trains. It's a very janky rethemed, but hopefully they'll go more in depth with it next year or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's that sign. It doesn't look as bad in person, but still gross.
Welcome back to amazing. Start off, open that iron seatbelt, and then check out the
Oh yes, the fabled I want a re-ride gate. That's my favorite gate. I like that. We're going in for ride 3. Oh, that's the fast lane line. But we can duck under, it's fine. No, we're actually going for ride number 3 right now. Like it's not incredible, but like it's a solid ride, I think. I mean,
I want a back row drop.
yeah, no, the drop's really good. The hills after that, closer to the front of the train. Oh, look at that. They're doing good with hops there. Pros, it's butter smooth. The drop's incredible. I think the airtime hills, I get a little bit of airtime near the front of the train on the entry.
It's kind of so-so.
Yeah, on the exits, closer to the back of the train, I felt, you get kind of a second drop sensation. At least I did a little bit. Still, they're not as good as the final 3 hills on Fury for some reason. I don't know. The best part of Thunderstriker is check out this puddle we get on the exit. It's deep too. Oh gosh. It's funny this gift. Oh! Is that the old? That's so cool. That's sick. But anyways, there's like no Thunderstriker merch in here, which I just think is funny because it's a gift shop you have to exit through. So weird thing, there are kiosks at Fury, Copperhead, and Nighthawk are the 3 rides. They have kiosks that say they're to purchase single-use fast lanes. But when you try to do it, because we were just curious the cost, since Nighthawk has a 90-minute wait right now, because the capacity is that bad.
And the park is dead.
Yeah, the park is dead. It has a 90-minute wait, so I can't imagine. So we're trying to look, and nobody there could figure out how the heck it worked. Yeah, Nighthawk runs with 1 train, so that's a problem. Anyways, on a more positive note, Thunderstriker's ops were like hauling it. We were both saying we hope they get a raise. Like, they're so fast. Like trains going out before the train even hit the mid-course. So good stuff. We are about to do the flying scooters.
I'm so excited.
He likes flying scooters a lot.
Love them.
We got these are actually the ones from Kings Island. This set was from Kings Island originally, which is cool. There's some of the older ones that are apparently a little more intense than like the Larson ones. So I'm interested to try them. I've never quite gotten the flying scooter hype, so. Well, that's a first. We're in line for the flying scooters, and the ride app just walked away. There's nobody here now. Oh, somebody else just showed up. Yay, I guess. Hi, Frank. How was your Gliders experience?
I think it's my favorite ride in the park.
Okay. So last time I walked through Aeronautica Landing last year, it wasn't completely done yet. So there are a few new rides here that were not here last time, particularly whatever that parasail ride thing is. Gyroforce was the other one that wasn't quite done. It appears to not be operating today. It's a little unfortunate. Yeah, it's interesting. When this area was announced, I expected it to be more realistic, but they kind of embraced kind of a more cartoony aesthetic, which I guess is fine. All right, Air Racers. It's probably the best themed Zamperla Air Race I've ever seen, although it is funny. It's just called Air Racers. You've never been on one of these, but you wanted to try one out, so.
I'll see how it compares to the flying scooters.
Okay. So the only one of these I've done is the one at Beach Bend. And that one is like a traveling model, and it has much tighter seats. So it's only 2 per car instead of 4. And the restraints are a little different. So this is like a newer model, but we'll see how it compares. Air Racers, Zamperla Air Race.
I was really scared. There was like a bottle of like an ice tea or a drink in the car.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. It was like shoved under one of the seats in front of us. I thought it was gonna fall out and hit us.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean,
it's fine.
It's very similar to the Beach Bend one. It did feel a little newer and nicer. But I mean, like, it's good.
It's like slightly nauseating.
Yeah, I don't dislike it, but yeah, definitely don't ride it if you have motion sickness. There's the fabled South Gate. You used to be able to enter there on crowded days, but from what I understand, it hasn't been used in a very long time. It's kind of weird. Anyways, Afterburn time again, because why not? So You can barely see, there's the old Dinosaurs Alive area down there behind Afterburn, and that's the other place that Carowinds' next major attraction might go if it doesn't go where the old River Rapids is. It's funny, you can see just some old playground equipment back there. Super funny, super weird. They still have a Panda Express. They got rid of the Chick-fil-A, but they kept their Panda Express.
You can see the humidity.
Oh yeah. Anyways, Nighthawk's down to a 30-minute wait. The wait time board's all the way out there. I'll also say that they've installed wait time boards at like Afterburn and Intimidator and stuff, but Nighthawk, Fury, and Copperhead are the only ones that actually work, so that's sad. So I do think that this ride is going to get removed sometime soon, because right now it only has one train, and Vekoma doesn't make parts for it anymore, which is a big part of the reason it's only running with one train. So honestly, I think it's only a matter of time before this ride gets removed, but I find that kind of sad, because this is like,
It's gorgeous.
it's one of the most picturesque rides in this park. Even if you don't like how it rides, like, it's pretty. It's hard to, this is a relocated ride. It came from California's Great America. And you would not know that just looking at this. It's crazy. They did such a good job with the landscaping around it. Look at all the little tadpoles in the water. They're everywhere. Oh yeah, it seems like a good time to point out Vortex actually got repainted this year and it's not open, so that's something.
If you guys are excited to ride, say good show. I'll believe that was terrible. If anything falls in the water, you are not getting it back. It was ridiculous. This is a flying coaster, not a phone flew out of my pocket coaster. You don't want to be sleeping in a parking lot if you forgot your keys on the ride. Welcome back on the ride. Once the train reaches the upright position and full and complete stop, push the vest together, push the red button in the middle, exit to right.
Not gonna lie, that was the most dizzying, disorienting, and nauseating ride I've ridden in a long time. I don't know why. So other times I've ridden Nighthawk, I rode in the front row. In the back row, I will say the back row is significantly more intense, but significantly more intense on a flying coaster in that position. Apparently for me, it means dizzy and kind of sick. So yeah, that kind of put me out. I mean, it's still...
It's fine.
Yeah. See, I enjoy it just because it's such a unique sensation, and I guess because it's such a unique sensation, I get a thrill out of it. I just don't get on most roller coasters anymore. Especially just the way it's designed. Like, you have this like foam pad vest that's holding you in as like G-force is shoving you down over water. It's very cool. Just sitting, I guess it's the back row. It put me out with the nausea. I just couldn't do it. Front row, I definitely like it. I don't think the roughness is really even that bad. It's just, yeah, it's a little sickening. So around this area where I'm pointing the camera right now that's now gated off is like a little theater. But I think this is closing, and based on the leaks we've seen, next year there'll be some kind of another very small kiddie kind of family coaster here just on that plot, which will be nice to have. But there's a new credit for me here. Haha. I'm ready for them to be like, what are you doing? Why? Are you tall enough to ride?
No.
Okay, I don't know if I am either. We're about to find out. So previously, the last few times I've here, this has had a maximum height restriction. but from what I can tell, that's been removed from the website, so we're just gonna see if they let us ride. I need the credit. I thought that was pretty solid as far as kiddie coasters go. You did not.
It was a little bit jerky, and I kind of felt like I was gonna fall out.
I thought it was fun.
I swear, I could have reached my hand out and touched every single support.
Yeah, probably. Woodstock Express. It's so cute. I don't know. It's fun. I liked it a lot.
I think it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it actually has airtime on the family coaster.
I think it's my second favorite ride in the park.
Really?
Yeah.
Favorites the gliders?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Welcome back, Frank. How was your ride?
I thought she was gonna yell at me because when she was like
for snapping?
unbuckling my thing, she said, "Oh, I need your help," and I was like, "Oh God!" It was just hard to unlock.
Oh, I thought she was gonna talk to you for snapping it. Sometimes,
I 1,000.
sometimes if you snap it, they get really mad.
I thought I did good though.
No,
I
you did.
snapped it a
You
lot.
did. Good job, Frank. All right, so this is Boo Blasters on Boo Hill, the previously Scooby-Doo themed, no longer Scooby-Doo themed dark ride. The only dark ride at Carowinds. This thing sucked last time I rode it. It's a shooting dark ride. Most of the targets and effects didn't work, but I've been told by some people on YouTube that they fixed most of the effects and targets this year. So let's see how it is, I guess. What is this music choice? But yeah, it's got this huge outdoor queue, and then like, boom, the station's just here. Also, the player score screen is an actual screen now. Most of the other Sally Dark rides I've done, it's a digital display. Oh, when you come out, it displays your scores on the TV screen as well. Nice. Okay, little Boo Blasters mini review. Whatever refurbishment was done over the off season, which wasn't really advertised by the park at all that I saw. Just like a few YouTubers mentioned that it was like much better. And like, believe the hype. I mean, it's still not an incredible dark ride or anything, but literally right now, probably because they just refurbished it, all of the targets work. Pretty much all the effects work. Every target you hit triggers an effect. There's some cool effects. There's some stuff that was definitely new, was not there when I rode it last year. I think they've completely replaced the whole target system because most Sally Dark rides I've ridden have like a digital counter display. This one had screens and it's tied to like a TV screen at the end and everything. So I think that's all brand new, though I can't be 100% certain. So no, I think they did a good job with that refurbishment. How'd you like it?
I had fun. All the moving things are really fun.
Yeah, no, it's a cute dark ride. It's not gonna blow you away.
It's like old school haunted house style.
Yeah, when you see how tiny the show building is there, like, it's pretty cramped, and but it's a cute little thing. It's like a modern interpretation of some of the like more classic style dark rides. And like I said, it was crap last year, like the worst dark ride I've ever ridden. And it's definitely shot up in my dark ride rankings. They did an excellent job with that refurbishment over this off season. Good job, Carowinds. Thank you very much. Dark rides don't get enough appreciation these days. Guys, there's nothing faster on rails. I didn't know this was going to be the fastest ride of the day. I'm a little nervous now, you know? A little scared for J.R. Helms Mining Company. I'm still feeling maybe a little messed up from Nighthawk. I don't know. We're gonna ride the mine train, see how I feel. Carolina Goldrusher. One of the only opening day attractions, the only opening day roller coaster that's still operating at the park. Opened all the way back in 1973. That was a long time ago. You're not very interested in my history lesson. That's okay.
We are on here, stretch. Watching come all the way to the Carolina Gold Mine, or should I say the Tatooine Gold Mine. Enjoy your ride. To my guests waiting to board our next train, please take a time to secure your loose and valuable items, including your hats, cell phone bags, keys, wallets, drinks, and awards more games as they are not allowed on this ride to be secured into the open bin or deep in the pocket. As the train comes in, take one step back away from the
So we have slightly differing thoughts on Carolina Goldrusher. I concede it is a very short ride, but I enjoy it for what it is. I just didn't do much for you at all.
It was fun.
Okay, that's good.
It's just really short.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, it is short, but I enjoy it for what it is. It's fun going through what is left of the woods here. And yeah, it's got this cool tunnel at the end. It's a really nice tunnel, and in the tunnel it smells like.
Great.
Oh, I thought it was similar to other mine trains I've been on, but yeah, no, I kind of like that smell. But anyways, about to ride Carolina Cyclone, which is a ride I always kind of forget is here. Yeah, because your dad wanted us to ride this because your first, what was it?
It's like a ride I rode a long time ago.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
Nice. Just a couple years ago, it was repainted from some interesting colors to this white and turquoise, which actually looks really good in the area. Still got a weird station though. This is interesting. It is one of those older classic era loopers that does the double corkscrews over the pathways, which is such an iconic thing from a bygone era of theme parks. So that's definitely very cool to see, not as cool to ride. It's one of those things where I want to like riding it just because of the historical factor, but it's so rough, and that's just how it was at the time with the technology that was available in 1978 or whenever it opened. You have to hold your head so far forward on those vertical loops. I thought the corkscrews over the pathway weren't as bad, but that turnaround beforehand is not it. Oh, the last helix was actually decently forceful and pretty smooth. I liked that part. What did you think?
It was fine. It's an arrow, so you get what you get.
Yeah, you complain about them now and then you'll be sad when they're gone, so just how they work. I don't know what it is about this queue, but it just absolutely screams Paramount era to me. I don't know exactly why. It just does. All the gravel everywhere, just the walking straight under the structure. Oh crap. The station being a tin shed. All that, you know. Hey look, it's Southern Star, their old looping pirate ship. Very sad, I guess. So just because I'm a details person and I thought this was hilarious, when you go into the bathrooms at Carowinds, all the bathrooms at Carowinds have these like caution wet floor signs, and then another sign that's like these bathrooms are cleaned periodically, blah blah blah. The signs are the exact same signs you see in every restroom at Islands of Adventure. Not even like they look similar. They are the exact same decals, and I just think that's really funny. Have you ever seen a more basic ass Mexican restaurant name in your life? It's time to eat at the Burrito Cafe. I think every meal in this park is the exact same price. Taking a break, we just rode Fury so many times in a row. There's nobody here, so we were told that we could keep riding in the same row without getting off the train. So we did. We were in the back row. Nobody else wanted the back row, so we just stayed on for I think 6 or 7 rides in a row, which is pretty nice. We stayed until one of the ride-offs actually told us we had to get off and take a walk. So that's us, I guess. Frank went to go buy like a gift for his dad. I went to the restroom. I guess we're gonna go back and keep doing it. Here he is. All right, we did like, what, 6 rides in a row? How was that?
It was insane.
We were actually told we had to get off.
Yeah, 4 times in a row was too many.
Apparently so. Okay, here's the best part. Sorry, it's really dark, so you can't see anything, and we're jogging over to Intimidator / Thunderstriker. But something Frank just pointed out is the lady said if you've ridden twice in a row, you have to get off and walk around.
We went 4 times.
Yeah, that was our 4th time in that seat. I don't know how she didn't notice that before. Gosh.
Switch.
Yeah, we did switch to a different seat, I guess, but I don't know. So we went for a jog instead. So yeah, we got about 40 minutes till the park closes. So we're gonna do one on Thunderstriker because Frank wants to. Yeah. Then we'll go to Copperhead for 1 or 2, and then back to finish on Fury. Whew. I should mention this whole area that used to be the Intimidator, the NASCAR plaza with the NASCAR and everything. All that's removed. But the new, this area is apparently now called Thunder Road, which is just a cool homage to Thunder Road, the dueling wooden coaster that used to be here way back in the day. Which is apparently what Thunderstriker kind of plays homage to. It's just a silly name, I don't know. We're back. Copperhead was running like really good. We were in the front row. I think that ride's a little better in the front row. You get like thrown into the airtime moments and stuff. Thunderstriker was decent, but in my opinion, I feel like you start and end every day at Carowinds with a ride on Fury. So with about 5 minutes till park close, we're going for it. It's so late that the gift shop's closed, so we have to use the secret not exit through the gift shop path that's usually locked. Just finished our 15 minutes of ERT, basically. I have a new favorite ride-hop of all time.
What's his name?
I don't know. I didn't see his name tag. He was up in the booth, but
we love him.
he's incredible. He was okay, so most of the time when ride operators are trying to get you hyped up to ride, it like comes across just like cringe. But he was awesome. He somehow succeeded in making it not cringe. He was amazing. And he was
awesome. 2 rides after it was closed.
Oh yeah, we yelled one more time, which has worked on here before, and they actually sent us one more time. They did it again, and they let our train go a 2nd time. So we got 3 rides in a row after park closing. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Crazy. And he's also like super like all about operations too, which I like because I'm a nerd.
Like, we gotta go.
Nerd. Yeah, the whole time he's like, gotta go, gotta get these trains out as fast as possible. So all around fun, yeah.
So much fun.
Man, the 50th anniversary banner up here last year looked way nicer than this. All right, but we're on the way out. When we get back in the car, I got Bucky's cookie dough. Frank doesn't think I should eat it to spin the car all day. I'm gonna eat it anyway. Right, post Carowinds cheap hotel across the street. There's like a whole complex with like every hotel chain imaginable across the street. The cover on the AC is like not on properly. Anyways, this is we're in the Quality Inn that's directly across from Carowinds. It's like somewhere between fine and I guess not great, but honestly we just needed somewhere to sleep. I really don't care. The cover is like falling off the AC and you know everything's kind of beat up, but I mean it's a place. If you're just looking for somewhere to sleep, it's fine. If you're looking for somewhere nicer, this probably ain't it, but whatever. We're both exhausted though. That was a long day, so let's get some gas before we head out this morning. And it's right there. You can kind of see Intrimidator and Fury behind the trees, barely. And it's kind of funny that you have rides that freaking tall and just some trees right by the entrance can block them. But yeah, so that's an American flag, and then there's the North and South Carolina flags. Isn't that cool? See, pretty flags. I think this is funny because you can't see any of the rides from here, even though that's the parking lot entrance. It's such a pretty skyline view. We went over here to get breakfast. And look, it's the whole park skyline. Kind of. Most of it.